See what Happy's got in the bag.
Oh, he buttered it up. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Oh.
No good! No good!
What's up, guys? Big Guy Bets back at it again with another video. For those of you that are first tuning in, if you could please stop for a second and go hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that have been here before and have already subscribed, I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you all for liking all the videos, commenting, asking how to get to VIP. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are what make this thing happen. You guys are the reason I keep on coming out in here, giving you guys free picks, free analysis. So I appreciate each and every one of you. But if you haven't already, go hit that subscribe button. That's what keeps me motivated to keep on giving you guys free picks each day. But I do appreciate all my VIP clients that continue to be in here every single day with me, and I do appreciate any new viewers. And if any of you guys ever have questions, feel free to always ask. So if you guys were able to watch the last video, congratulations. Okay, if you were able to end up tailing me today, the game was on at 7 o'clock. So if you had all day in order to watch my video and kind of get my analysis on each and every game, it was a very limited slate today, guys. But gosh, we were able to find a good edge and hit the under 12.5 YouTube free play. UC San Diego, Cincinnati, under 12.5. Guys, the final score was 4-3. Okay, and that the 4 runs. So basically, end of the 9th inning, it was 3-2 Cincinnati. I told you guys in the video I really did like San Diego as UC San Diego as maybe a little plus money line sprinkle. And if you guys did that as well, thank you for tailing on that because you're able to get some plus money on that. But I really did like the under 12.5. I thought that Cincinnati's starter was going to go pretty deep, and he did, as well as the starter for UC San Diego. He showed some promise, and it was a really good game overall for both teams pitching-wise. I just knew those bats weren't going to be there. You guys kind of saw UC San Diego. They were not too good the first weekend, and then the last 3 games they played a lot of pitching staffs that aren't the best, and I think that that's what kind of causes those inflated stats. So I knew that they were going to come back down to earth today, and honestly, guys, this was one of the most sweatiest or least sweaty games I've ever cashed. So anytime you have an under 12.5 and it clears by about 7 runs, you can kind of lean back and kind of strut your swagger a little bit, guys. That's 3 straight YouTube free plays I've given out that have hit for you guys. So for those of you, again, that have cashed, I guess you're welcome, but also thank you for tuning into the play. So we are on a hot streak, guys, and we are riding into the weekend with some freaking momentum. I'm so thankful that we were able to hit that 2-unit free play. So without further ado, guys, we'll probably just get into the slate. Again, if you guys haven't already, my Winnable is right here. It's winnable.com/BGS bets if you want to get to my VIP. If not, guys, if that's not in your criteria yet, we do have a free subscription. All the free plays that I put on there are on there, and so anybody that wants to go ahead and check out those free plays there, you can do that. It's going to be the same thing I kind of talk about in these videos, but at least in the free play you're able to get a text message sent out to you every time I post something on that free plan. So go ahead, do that. It's free. And we will get into the rest of the slate, guys. It is a big Friday. You guys all know that have been with me for a while. The Fridays are the biggest days that we just unload the gambling account, guys. We are always happy for Fridays because that means it's payday, guys. So pay for your guys' drinks, the dinners that you guys go out with your we're husbands and wives. I mean, we're ready to cash for you on a Friday, okay, guys? So let's get into the slate. I want to get over it pretty quickly because the game lasted pretty late before I was on here. I know I told you guys that game started at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so we're a little bit late in getting this video off, but just diving into the board, guys. There is a lot of value on the what we call a free square in the gambling world for college baseball. It's almost like you meet a really good team with a really bad team, and you kind of find a couple of those good teams to pair up those money lines to make it even money, and you kind of mix and mash, and you can do a bunch of different ones. And as long as you're confident in those teams, you're going to be hitting a lot of the big 2-team, 3-team parlays. So I like a lot of them. Again, those will be on my VIP, but I'll at least kind of dive into the slate a little bit. I'm always excited to watch my Woo Pigs. Kansas State LSU, that's fairly early in the morning. That is a very interesting game, guys. LSU just came off of a huge victory against Dallas Baptist just a couple nights ago. But that Kansas State team's playing good after a really rough first week. So I'm really interested to watch that. I definitely lean a little bit towards probably an under in that game. Depending on how that line comes out, anything under 12.5, 13.5, I really do like that. But Kansas State, I always do like. If they come out around 2.5, 3.5, I would take that 3.5 with the Kansas State. I like the way they've been playing. So keeping on moving forward, guys. This Tennessee-Oklahoma State game, that's got my attention. Tennessee's starter, the transfer from Ole Miss, is probably going to be throwing in this first game. So that'll be a fun watch, considering the fact that Oklahoma State's offense is super fun to watch always. And I believe this one's being played at the Astros field, so that'll be a fun one to watch, and they always have those free on YouTube or on X, I guess, the Everything app, so you'll be able to watch that one. Miami, Florida, obviously that's a rivalry game we're going to be looking forward to. That is a pretty close money line, honestly. Miami is a really new team. They're not new in terms of obviously new to your eyes, but a lot of different freshmen in the lineup, a lot of young kids. Florida will probably be throwing in their ace tomorrow, so I'd look Florida in a couple different money line parlays there. But those rivalry games always scare me, so I don't know if that'll make its way to my VIP tomorrow. So, but just kind of going over that one. Southern Miss TCU, that's another big one. I really was impressed with TCU's pitching staff this last weekend, and I know Southern Miss can throw just about anyone at you. So again, another game that you're not going to see too many hot bats, but it'll be a good one to watch. So Wright State, very, very disappointing against Auburn this last weekend. Ole Miss has got Hunter Elliott, who is just an absolute stud left-handed pitcher for Ole Miss. They're probably going to carve them up. I really do like Ole Miss. If any of you guys are looking for some parlay pieces, I'd definitely be leaning Ole Miss with another couple favorites. So Ole Miss is a really nice one to see tomorrow with Hunter Elliott on the bump, especially at home. The dreaded Oregon State Beavers, if you guys have been with me, they have been nothing but shit to us as a channel. They are going on a 2-game skid right now, but this game specifically would be a good bounce back spot for them against a Baylor team that honestly is pretty old. They have quite a few 4th-year, 5th-year guys, so they're pretty seasoned, as they would say. So Oregon State's just a much more talented team, but I am excited to watch that one. But I do think that Oregon State gets back on the wagon and gets a victory there. And another team I never want to mention again, but I have to here, Arizona, Texas A&M. Texas A&M, after 2 terrible losses, one to Cal Poly and the other to Texas State, you would figure that they would be back ready to whoop up on some Wildcat ass, but I'm a real big fan of Arizona's Friday night guy. He's a transfer from Baylor. He's had a good season thus far, and I really do like the Arizona lineup. So, but Prager's probably going to be going for Texas A&M, so I'd probably lay off, but I would not be too confident taking A&M, even though it is probably a bounce back spot. UCLA, Vanderbilt, another good game, another fun watch. That one specifically, again, no lean either which way. If I were to take a money line there, I would definitely lean Vanderbilt. So Washington, Texas, to me, I don't even know how people feel about this. When I look at it, the first thing I think of is the next Josh Hader. Spencer for the Texas Longhorns is their Friday night guy. He looks like Josh Hader, got the long hair, transferred from Indiana State. He absolutely carves, so he's going to be fun to watch tomorrow. That is also a really good parlay piece. Texas has been playing outstanding, and Washington cannot hit the ball, guys. So I believe I saw something on one sports book. We'll go to the lines here in a second, but I did think I saw like 14 or 15 as the over-under there. I'm liking the under there. Texas bats haven't been too great, and if anything, Washington's not going to score over 5 runs, so I do like the under there if that is the case. Nothing in this Cincinnati-San Diego game here. As for all the different A10s and stuff, we're probably not going to be touching any of that stuff tomorrow, so I'm probably just going to skip over those guys for now. Kind of going through again, North Carolina probably is going to take advantage of a Stony Brook team that's not very talented. And North Carolina is at home. They have one of the best pitching staffs in the country. I don't see too many runs being scored by Stony Brook this weekend. Let's see. We got Stanford Xavier. Stanford has started the year awesome. They have one of the best bats probably in the country to this point, and Xavier has been pretty impressive, honestly. I think they beat some teams that just aren't very good. And maybe I've watched too much Indiana baseball, but they've kind of beat up on them a little bit. So kind of impressed with them, not really. I've got Clemson, South Carolina. That is a great rivalry, guys. Lean Clemson in this one. I haven't watched too much South Carolina this year, but I do know that Clemson's ace is going to be on the mound tomorrow, and anytime you can get that kid on the bump free on a Friday night at near a favorite, I'm going to take them there. So that's going to be a good game to watch, though. I definitely tune in there. There was one other game I wanted to get to. I don't see it here right now, but we got UCF South Florida. Without giving away too much, I do like this game here. I do like one of the sides, and both teams have honestly played pretty well to this point. UCF kind of took a little bit of a skid going into this weekend, but I do like a lean in this one for VIP tomorrow, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But that also is going to be a real fun watch. Also, East Carolina, Kent State. I really like East Carolina's Friday night guy, Norby, so that'll be a fun one to watch. I also, guys, just one more free little tidbit here. Washington State did actually win their first game of the year. We talked about it on the podcast yesterday, on the video yesterday, that I didn't want to be the first person to take them in a game like that, but now that they've got a win under their belt, I do like their Friday night starter. He was a very good transfer from JC. He was pitcher of the year last year, had over 120 strikeouts. So I do like Washington State maybe again getting a victory there. So, and I believe they'll probably be plus money in that one as well. But getting into the free pick, guys, so that I don't take too much time so we can craft up some of these lays for VIP, we are going to go right here, guys. Indiana versus Stetson is going to be the free play. We are going to go over here to the sports book. We will go to baseball, college baseball, and we're going to scroll down until we find these guys. Stetson, Indiana, right here, guys. Again, you guys know me. I'm either giving you minus 110, minus 115 max, and then I'm going to be giving you plus money. 3 straight plus money plays the last 3 days, guys. I'm going to keep on giving you plus money because what's the point in telling you that a minus 150 favorite's going to win? That's just, there's no point in that. So a plus money, or at least getting you a parlay to plus money, that's my goal for you guys. I do like this Stetson money line here, guys. At home against Indiana. You guys have seen, if you watched all the videos, we did have Indiana about 4 or 5 days ago. They cashed for me. The best thing about gambling, and especially when you're getting seasoned into this, you guys got to know, even if a team wins you money, you got to know when to take them, and you got to know when to fade them. And this is the time to fade the Indiana Hoosiers, okay, guys? Going into this game, Stetson just played a very solid matchup against a Florida team that might be one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country right now today. They honestly could have won this game did they not have that crazy play. If any of you saw it at first base, where the guy didn't step on the safety bag and he stepped on the real bag, and so he was able to actually get tagged out. It's a brand new rule. It's a crazy rule. They actually tried to protest the game, and it obviously didn't go right or go for them. So they're coming off this game a little bit hot. And if you guys can see the reason why I like him, okay, 3 straight losses in a row to 3 teams. Maybe that Iowa game is a little bit embarrassing, especially 0 runs, 2 runs, and 1 run. This offense is not going hot at the right time after coming off an 11-run against UMBC. Obviously, UMBC is not the most talented team in the world. What I do like the most in this game, though, 0-2-1 are the last 3 runs, or the last 3 games that they've had runs, guys. They are going to come out bats firing. If you're a team like this, Stetson, that had lofty goals going into the year, they were actually picked to win their division. This team is hungry. They're getting all their starters back. They're starting to ease them back. They've had a couple injuries, but now they're starting to ease their starters back, and their lineup is getting healthier. You got to go from pitching against Florida to Indiana. Indiana's pitching staff is not anything to gloat about, okay, guys? Going into Indiana's pitching staff here, what is interesting about this game is they actually have a game right before they have this game. So they have a doubleheader on Saturday or on Friday, Stetson being the second game of that doubleheader, okay? So they're actually throwing their starter, who's been throwing okay on Friday nights. They're throwing him in game 1, but game 2 is actually going to be Ben Grable instead of Cole Gilly, who had about 11 strikeouts and 7 strikeouts in his last 2 appearances. So I was a little bit worried with this one. Once I saw that Ben Grable was going to get the start, I was all over this one, guys, because it's not like they're punting this game away, but they're obviously going for the game victory on Friday, the first game, and then they're going to go for the victory against Stetson that next morning, or at least they're going to throw their better guy that Saturday morning. Stetson hasn't came out with who they're going to throw Friday night yet. I would assume it's going to be that transfer that they got over that has been throwing really, like mid-90s. He's pretty impressive. I'll try to pull him up real fast. Stetson moneyline is the final play here, guys. Free play. I appreciate you all for kind of tuning into this last episode. I did say if I hit 3 days in a row, I would craft up a quick parlay for you guys. So if you don't mind, I'm going to make sure that I get you guys this parlay real fast.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to skim through the games that I know I want in this parlay real fast. We're going to skim through, zoom through. I don't like that one. And then we are going to call this a good old Hail Mary parlay, guys, okay? Here we go.
13 legs, guys. 13 legs. Crafted it up real quick. $1 for 133, $10 for $1,000, guys. We've got Stetson money line, we've got Arkansas money line, Tennessee, East Carolina, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Florida, UCF, TCU, Clemson, Nebraska, Oregon State, Texas. 13 of them. Will it hit? Who knows, but let's have a miracle on Friday, guys. Blessing you with an easy, not an easy, but we definitely have a lottery ticket here, hoping that we can hit on a Friday and just crush the books. Again, I appreciate you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit me up if you want to join VIP, and we'll see you all in the next one. Let's kill the books. Let's go, baby. We'll see you in the next one.